Welcome, race fans. We're back this week with the SRCA IndyCar League here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for their next to the last race. Next week will be their, or in 2 weeks, excuse me, will be their season finale here for the IndyCar series. But right now, Brett Beasley is at the top of the leaderboard, and it looks like we're going to have a pretty decent sized field. No broadcast coming up tomorrow night. We have nothing going on. But let's take a look at the weather here and see what the race analytics show here. 120-degree track temperature. Oh my gosh, that's going to be hot and slick out there for these guys. 84-degree air temperature, but they do have a 13-mile-an-hour wind out of the east-southeast, looks like. Tire window about 40 to 50 laps, and fuel window about the same, 40 to 50 laps. Pit road speed 50 mile an hour. Let's take a look at the points here coming into tonight. John Poole still holding on to a pretty commanding lead. 88 points ahead of Elijah Gracia, with only tonight and 2 weeks from tonight are the final races. So I don't know. That's a big window to try to cover. All Elijah can really do would probably be to try to, hopefully John has a bad night tonight or something. But John usually kind of plays it easy there, toward the beginning of the race, and then we'll see him kind of turn it on later. Brett Beasley in third, 92 points back. Sean Williams fourth, 167 behind. Daniel Falkingham in fifth, 179 back. Caden Henry in sixth place, 193 behind. Spencer Madden in seventh, 211 behind. Justin Ford in eighth, 233 behind. Timothy Bates in ninth, 242 behind. Will Klein rounds out the top 10, 260 points back. Rick Ravon has moved up. He's moved up to 11th place now, so he has picked away slowly up, surely up through the points there, because he's had some really exceptional races. 268 back. Scott Rambler, he picked up a few positions. He's up to 12th, 271 points back. Howie DeTrey in 13th, 278 back, tied with Anthony Emery. Lucas Smith, 15th, 282 behind. Jeff Murray in 16th, 289 behind. Tony Hilbrand, 17th. Tom Mercier, 18th. Brandon Carl, 19th. And Andy Kinsey. That is your top 20 in the point standings coming into tonight. And I just noticed Rick Ravon there is fifth on the leaderboard right now. So we'll see if he can pick up some more points this week. Well, how you doing, Andrew? I hope you're still there or not. I see you said hello or hi. So hello to you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it very much. Hey Marcus, how you doing? I'm doing well. Been a while since I've seen Indy cars at Charlotte. It's not that they're not fun to drive, but I'll tell you what, 3 wide. I don't think that's going to be a wise choice here. But we'll probably see a lot of 2 wide. Probably going to be pretty tough to pass. All right, folks, we'll be right back after the national anthem, so don't go anywhere. Lots of good racing coming up.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bombs busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the fray, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. much to say. This land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, just that star, spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the brave. And the
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying's just getting started, so no times have come in yet or anything. Everybody's just getting out on the track. Well, that's pretty cool, Marcus. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. How you doing, Pierce? Should be a pretty good race tonight, I think. These cars are a blast to run on this track. There we go. Now we got some times coming in. Spencer Madden at the top of the leaderboard so far. Nate Seifger, second place. Good to see Nate back this week. Kevin Maffett, Rick Ravon, that's your top four. Brett Beasley goes to second. That's Brett's car there. Well, that one's Timothy Bates. Looks like he stole Brett's paint job. Get the same paint job Brett Beasley's got. Brett Beasley takes the pole. We've only got 8 qualifiers. Wow. This big of a field. Well, Daniel Falkingham's out there. The Red Bull machine there. Let's see what he turns in. Making his outlap now. All right, turning in his first time. Let's see where he comes in. 7th place on his first lap. See if he can better that time. 9 qualifiers, like is all we're going to get. And John Poole does take over the point. So here comes Daniel Falkingham for his second pass. And where does he come in? 4th place for Daniel Falkingham. Very good. Very nice. Yeah, so John Poole, the points leader, takes the pole position. Very cool. Yeah, very cool. A lot of non-qualifiers, though. But it looks to me like everybody that's going to qualify has taken their time. Nobody else is going to qualify. Wow, really? "12 guys did not qualify. Wow. Gosh, I didn't think I'd see that here at Charlotte. I thought for sure pretty much everybody would take a qualifying time. I mean, even Elijah didn't take a time. Tom Mercier, Scott Shire, Sean Williams didn't take a time. Aaron Smith. Wow. I can't believe all these guys that did not take a time. All right, well, I'll wrap it up for qualifying. All right, we'll get everybody on the grid here. All right, John Poole taking the pole, the 24.270. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole position there. Brett Beasley will start on the outside of the front row. Spencer Madden starting third. Daniel Falkingham fourth. Rick Ravon will start fifth. Nate Stewart sixth. Timothy Bates seventh. Kevin Maffett will start in the eighth place. Nate Siefker ninth. The last one to take a qualifying time. Aaron Smith, first one to not take a qualifying time, will start 10th. Will Klein in 11th. Tom Mercier 12th. Sean Williams 13th. Elijah Gracia 14th. James Simmons 15th. Jeff Murray 16th. Scott Shire in 17th. Jay Felton 18th. Justin Ford 19th. Howie DeTrey 20th. AJ Hobson will start 22nd, and Matt Everett will start 23rd. I think that was the last of them. Yep, 23 drivers. A couple guys just come in at the very end of qualifying right there. So. All right, here we go. 100 laps they're looking at here tonight. So it should be a fairly quick race as long as they don't have a whole lot of cautions. Should be a fairly quick. Don't take long to get around here. One reset's all they have here tonight, and a 20 incident limit. So we could see some guys actually get disqualified tonight if they reach that 20 incident limit, or they've used up their resets. And so it's going to be very important to try to keep those resets. Now that could be why John Poole maybe started on the point up here, just to try to stay ahead of all the wrecking. Maybe he'll get a good jump on the start and pull out ahead of everybody. Great driver there, John Poole. He's been in the points lead just about all season long. So, all right, here we go, folks. Pace car heads to pit road, and John Poole waiting on that green flag.
Green, green, green.
And there it is. We're underway. Good start by everybody. Oh, man, be careful there, guys. Be careful, man. Almost getting a little touchy-feely already. Spencer Madden up to the high side. Oh, no, he's on the bottom here. I'm sorry. That's Brett Beasley up there. And Spencer Madden goes for the lead. Is he going to lead the first lap? John Poole comes back on the outside, and John Poole grabs that bonus point right off the bat and leads that lap. Behind him, Brett Beasley, Daniel Falkingham now on the bottom. And Rick Ravon sitting there. Oh, and he takes a look to the inside of Daniel Falkingham for fourth place. And he gets it just like that. Man, impressive move there by Rick Ravon. What a driver. Rick Ravon, man, what a driver. That guy is amazing. Amazing talent. Timothy Bates, sixth place. Already picking up 1 position since the start of the race. Looks like a lot of fun. Looks pretty intense out there, don't it? Oh, man, I'm telling you. It just lift off the throttle a little bit to let that car kind of settle in. Falkingham, man, big wiggle there coming off of turn 2. Nate Siefker in 7th, picking up 2 positions since the start of the race. Nate's another good driver, too. Oh, all these guys are good. We had 2 drivers not start. James Simmons and A.J. Hobson did not start the race. Wow. Tom Mercier. Kevin Maffett and Aaron Smith. That'll be your top 10 so far. We got one down on the apron there. Wow, what was that? Andy Kinsey. Getting a late start out on the track, it looks like. Yeah, he's going to be 5 laps down. Dang. So far, John Poole's led all the laps. Now the battle here for second. Brett Beasley, Spencer Madden go at it. Beasley back into second. Wow, man, they come awful close to that wall. That was just enough. Spencer Madden had to lift a little bit right there, and Brett Beasley got back, Brett Beasley had to lift, and Spencer Madden got back around him. Ravon closing up here on Brett Beasley now. John Poole was putting a little distance on them guys, but now Spencer Madden's closing up on them. And the longer they go here, the more these tires will wear, and the more they're going to have to lift off that throttle going into the corners to kind of let the car settle in, because if they don't, they're going to be into the wall. Oh man, you can tell some of them guys are getting a little tight in the corners already. Oh man, a couple of them off the track there. That was Daniel Falkingham. What happened there? Oh man, Daniel lost about 3 positions. Here he comes back around the outside of Nate Siefker, trying to get that one of them positions back. Really close coming out of that corner. Holy smokes. Spencer Madden again taking a look to the inside of John Poole. But Poole's going to hold him off at the line. You guys are racing pretty hard right now, let me tell you. That's a good race going on right there between those two.
Caution, yellow
Oh,
flag.
we got a caution. Oh, that looks like Matt Everett's. Let's go see what happened to Matt here. Almost looks like there might have been some contact maybe here. I'm not sure. Yep, right there it is. Right there was the contact. Just barely got into the back of that. Yes, sir, right there. And that'll spin both of them around a little bit. Oh, both of them are going to get damage. Oh, man, good miss right there. Everett's might be all right, though. Everybody missed them pretty good. Man, good job. Very good job. Well, he's on pit road. He's going to probably use a reset, but everybody is coming to pit road now. Oh, John Poole had to back up in his pit stall. Man, that could be costly. Oh, he's out first, though. Very good. All right, well, we'll try to get, let me see if I can, I'll try to get a word in with them. How about, let's talk to Brett Beasley. Let me find him. Where is he? There he is. Brett Beasley. Brett Beasley, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Wow, man, that was some pretty intense racing up there in the front with John Poole and who was that was up there? Spencer Madden.
Yeah, it's gonna see some action this race for sure.
Man, I'll tell you what, that was intense, man. When you're doing, I don't know, you guys are probably getting right up there around 200 miles an hour. You know, you got to be pretty quick on the reactions on the wheel. And you had a couple of close calls right there. You almost got into the wall once, I seen.
Yeah, it'll sneak up on you if you're not careful. I definitely got to calm down coming out of turn 4. Just make sure I don't hit it, because that'll put me in the back for sure.
Yeah, and you only got a 20 incident limit here today too. So that, boy, 20, it don't take long to get 20 incidents, you know?
Yeah,
So,
no it doesn't. I'll probably total it before I hit that though.
and one reset. All you got's one. Oh man.
Yep.
So all right,
we'll see what happens. I'm feeling pretty good about it. We'll finish
Good.
top 5. I got a feeling, so
good.
See what happens.
Try to get back around Elijah Gracia there for second place in the point.
Yep.
All right, brother. Well, good luck out there, Brett.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, it's been all John Poole out front. Lights are out. Looks like we're going racing this time by. I believe the lights are out. Yeah, they are. Everybody's giving each other plenty of room out there. Matt Everett's does go a lap down, but he is back out on the track, so he will be one lap down, starting at the back of the field. And here we go, folks. Pace car heads in. John Poole waiting to hit that gas, and there he goes. Green is out.
Flag.
Good jump over Rick Ravon there. I'm not sure why Rick laid back so far, but wow, yeah, I don't know. That was kind of odd. I didn't think that Rick would lay back like that. But these cars, you can see the closure rate on these cars. Look at that slingshot right by him, and Rick's going for the lead, and he's going to get it. Nice drive-by on John Poole. John tries to come back on the outside, but not in time. He gets to the line there before John does. So Rick Ravon grabs a bonus point. Falkingham into third. Nate Siefker finds himself into 5th place now ahead of Timothy Bates. So he's moved up. Very nice. And wow, Brett Beasley just drove around Daniel Falkingham. John never gets too worried about it. You know, I see him, he kind of drifts back a little ways, and I don't think he gets too awful worried about it. But here's the thing with that. Once you get that car back into dirty air like they're in right now, that car does not want to turn as good, you know, so that's something. Uh-oh, Falkingham get passed up by Timothy Bate. Falkingham's going backward. What the heck's going on with him? Wow, is he going backward? Spencer Madden comes up on him now. Oh, he just caught the white line there, too. That's not something you want to do very much. I can tell you that. And Spencer Madden gets by Daniel Falkingham. So Falkingham goes back to 7th place. Oh, he loses it. Does he save it? He saves it. Oh, but he catches somebody else.
The yellow flag is out.
And that brings out the caution. Oh my gosh, we got a bunch of them tore up here now. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find who that is. Okay, well, Sean Williams was in it, but Everett's was the one. Poor Everett's, man, is the one that got nailed by Falkingham right there. Let's go back and take a look at this. Get right on Falkingham here. Okay, this is where he loses it coming out of the corner. He comes right up in front of Everett's. Everett's had nowhere to go. Wow, man, poor Matt. And then that's where Sean Williams is going to get into Everett's right there. No place for Sean to go, and he actually gets hit from behind, too. So 3 of them guys, well, there's 3 resets for you right there. There'll be three drivers using their reset. All right. Well, the leaders are not pitting, but everybody behind the front 4 or 5 stay out here. Looks like, yeah, front 4. Tom Mercier up to 4th now after start 12th. Howie DeTrey in 3rd. Brett Beasley, and of course Rick Ravon, our leader. Everybody else come to pit road. Don't see Matt in here, but let's see if we can get Sean Williams. You got a copy?
Hey, Rudy.
Wow, just no place for you to go there, Sean. What happened, man? Just hey, you're done? What about your reset?
I have the glitch, so I have to leave and come back. I get it like every time. So
what
yeah,
the heck?
It's a big problem with the IndyCar. If you have, so anyone out there, if you're doing IndyCar and you have a faster pair and you pit and it doesn't do it, if you leave the session and come back, then it will fix it.
Oh wow, that is weird. They need to fix that.
Yeah, it's been a problem with this car for forever.
Wow, what a bummer.
So
Well,
I'm probably going a lap down, but we're still
yeah.
trucking.
Well, no place for you to go, man. There was just, you couldn't get away from it. You locked it down, and then you got hit from behind, and that just piled up 3 of you then.
I'll tell you what, we were already kind of stacked up because one of the cars that was up there, he was starting in the back, he was a few laps down, and he jumped to start. And he was like weaving everywhere, so we were all kind of stacked up anyway, worrying about him. And then, I don't know who spun up ahead, but they spun, and we were all checking up, not knowing where they were going to go, and then there was cars everywhere. I had no chance, Rudy.
Yeah, it was Daniel Falkingham he's the one that started that. It looked like he almost had it saved, but then he come right back up onto the track in front of Matt Everett. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I almost had it saved. Yeah, I think that was him. Yeah, see, I just loaded in. Now I can leave the pits again with the faster pair. It's
okay.
Such a weird glitch.
I know. All right, brother. Well, I'll let you go. So good luck.
All right, thanks, Rudy. Love you.
Love you too. Go on. No, Sean's back in it. He had that weird glitch. So he'll be all right. He's back out on the track now. Because they had 1 reset, but he's in that weird glitch that it wouldn't use his reset. That is weird. All right, lights are out. We're going green next time by. Hey, Charles. I was over looking for you earlier. Gonna play some Modern Warfare. All right, here we go, folks. Back to green. Pace car heads in. And there goes Rick Ravon. Green is out. And boy, did he get a jump on that start. Brett Beasley, wow, over half a second behind now. But though they can close the rate on these things to close up is pretty quick. John Poole back into fourth. These three get gaggled up here together, Brett Beasley and Timothy Bates in lookalike cars. Oh, Timothy Bates looks to the inside, and he's going to get that position from Brett Beasley. And here comes John Poole trying to duplicate that move. Good job. And he passes up Brett Beasley. Let's go back here and check on Nate Stewart. Nate started 6th place, but he's back in 13th now. Justin Ford behind him, which started 18th and running in 14th. I mean, you can see they're well over 200 miles an hour here down the backstretch. And I mean to tell you, man, that's moving on a 1.5 mile track like this. That is really hauling the mail. Ravon pulling away out there to 0.8 of a second. Timothy Bates probably sitting there going, man, how am I going to catch this guy? And I'm just kind of thinking that because these cars are in dirty air back here, that they're really not getting that turn that they really look for. Kevin Maffett in 6th. Will Klein just got into 7th now, inside the top 10. I would say look for him to be up there closer to the front when we get down closer to the end of this, because Will, boy, he's a wheelman on these Indy cars, let me tell you. He can really run them. Elijah Gracia now up to 8th after starting 14th. So some of the guys from the back of the field are now starting to get up here. Nate Siefker in 9th, and then it's a long way back to Tom Mercier. He's running about 2 seconds behind Nate Siefker right now. That is quite a bit, a lot actually, very, very much so. Rick Ravon still leading. He's got the car. He's hooked up, man. That setup must be really fitting in his type of racing there. That he is just really wheeling that car right now. Very, very fast. Look at this here: 212, 214, 216, 17. 217 mile an hour going into turn 1. Holy smoke. Hard to believe, ain't it? Bates and Poole. Brett Beasley getting a little bit of company now. Spencer Madden closing up. Those two have been racing pretty close to one another. Well, since the drop of the first green flag, they've been racing right around each other, so they've been having a good time here, racing pretty close. And Elijah Grassi has got company with Nate Siefker. Here Elijah just kind of burped that throttle a little bit there in turn 1, but right back on the hammer coming down that backstretch, and man, he is booking. Well, I think let's do a little crank it up here, because it's going to be kind of a short race for these guys. So let's do a little crank it up. All right, Will Klein. Now he's closing in on Spencer Madden, trying to get the top 5. Will coming from 11th place. He did pass up Elijah Gracia there while we were on. Wow, that was a tight move right there. But he got around him. Golly. But yeah, he passed Elijah Gracia there while we were on the Crank It Up cam. So that put Elijah back to 7th again. Nate Seifker hanging right with him, and then quite a ways back to Kevin Maffett. Kevin started 9th, or started 8th, running in 9th. Tom Mercier rounds out the top 10. Rayvon checking out. He's got a 2-second lead now over Timothy Bates. And he'll be coming up on some lap traffic here before long, though. Yeah, he'll be coming up on the back end of the field there here before too long. Sean Williams is 1 lap down, but he is running in 19th right now, hoping for a caution to get that wave by, get back on the lead lap. Had to use his reset. Before we've lost 2 drivers, Matt Everett and Andy Kinsey out. John Poole looking for a little slipstream there, maybe off of Timothy Bates. He's running about a 1.1 second back, so he can probably still feel the draft, but it's not as prominent as it was when he was a little closer. And hopefully Will Klein can get up here. Maybe the 2 of them can draft together and catch up to Timothy Bates. This is the best I think I've ever seen Timothy Bates run. Yeah, look at this run here Will Klein just got.
Yellow flag is out.
And we got a caution. Nate Seifker. Hey, let's go see what happened to Nate. I don't know if that was a stealth spin. I'm going to say it probably was, because he was right behind Spencer Madden. Okay, he goes around the outside of Spencer Madden, but he gets into the wall and right across the nose of Spencer Madden. Holy smokes. And back up onto the track. And nobody hit him. Good job. Man, everybody did an amazing job of missing that. All right, well, we'll get everybody to come to pit road. Rick Rayvon loses that big lead he had. That's kind of a bummer for him. It looks like everybody's coming in. And Sean Williams, he'll stay out to get his lap back. Ooh, wow. Well, looks like Daniel Falkingham stays out to lead a lap. All right. John Poole, you got a copy?
I got a copy, Rudy. What's going on?
Well, John, I want to know how much different is that car feeling back in the pack there? Is the dirty air affecting the car?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, out front it's a dump truck, but this is a super dump truck.
Wow.
in the pack, and I can't even get remotely close to Tim there. Where I was at, that was basically, yeah, you know, I kind of stalled out there.
Yeah.
So it was kind of frustrating.
Yeah, I was watching, and it was like, man, you kept like falling off of him, and losing the draft. You know, you were over a second behind him. So, and I thought it's got to be the dirty air, you know. So, well, you think there's any way maybe you can? I seen you had to back up in your pit stop there on that first pit stop, but you think maybe you can have a great pit stop once and get back out ahead of him, because getting out front and getting in that clean air is going to make a big difference, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if we just hit our marks and such like that, there's a great possibility of that. Big issue, though. You'd think the first pit stall would be an advantage. It's actually a disadvantage. I'm screaming the tires all the way out. So
Yeah.
I've almost wrecked it about 2 or 3 times coming out. So yeah, I
Wow.
just got to hit it perfectly.
Well, good luck out there, John. And man, you know, it's pretty much a given. I think you got the championship well in hand here going into next week, or 2 weeks from tonight, for the season finale. Just probably getting the top 5 here tonight will clinch it for you.
I think I did the math pre-race, and all I had to do was start the race. And,
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
currently
But
champion.
that's not going to give you. You're not going to give up and not go out there and try to win a race, though.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're going for wins now.
Heck yeah! All right. Well, good luck out there, John, and have fun.
Thank you, Rudy.
Yes, sir. All right, so Rick Ravon back into the lead. Has led the most laps so far today. We're going to be at the halfway mark here when we get the green flag. All right, folks, pace car heads to pit road. Rick Ravon on the
Green
loud
flag,
pedal.
green
Green is
flag.
out. Good jump by everybody. And boy, he got another slingshot there out ahead of Timothy Bates. Well, now these new tires, here comes John Poole to the outside of Timothy Bates. I don't know if he's going to be able to clear him or not. Oh, man, and he does clear him. Good job, man. Getting that, just keeping ahead of Timothy Bates, I think, is going to be the ticket here to try to catch up to Rick Ravon. I don't know if he's got anything for Rick, or he's already almost 3/4 of a second behind. Will Klein up to 4th place and Elijah Grassi at 5th. These guys have moved up through the field really nice. That puts Brett Beasley back in 6th. And he's trying to close up on them guys and make it a good race up there in the front. Kevin Maffitt, Aaron Smith. Aaron inside the top 10 now. It just looks like Rick Ravon, since he got out front there, man, he has just been hammered down and pulling away from this field. Almost 1.2 seconds now over John Poole. John is not closing. He is actually losing ground to him. So difficult to run here. I feared that. That's why I asked John if dirty air was going to make a difference here tonight, and it sure is. And of course, with the hot, slick temperatures out there too, that's probably not helping a whole lot. Take a look at the race analytics. Temperature 108 degrees, so it actually has come down about 12 degrees. Not bad. Well, Will Klein just took a look there, and he is going to, wow, again, almost cuts the nose right off of Timothy Bates' car there. Man, I don't know how he does that. Whew. So close. Ravon out there 1.6 seconds. Now here goes Will Klein looking to the outside of John Poole. And John says, not now. Oh, well, here he comes. He's going back at it again. And John keeps that position for now. Oh, maybe not. Oh, brother. Will Klein did a crossover and he got him. Wow, very nicely done. John's not giving it up too awful easily, though. He's trying to come back on the outside, but I don't think that outside line is actually working right now. Elijah Gracia now all over Timothy Bates. Oh my gosh, John Poole just about lost it right there. And that put them two right on his bumper. Oh my gosh. And Elijah Gracia goes into 4th, and he may not be done yet, folks. He's going to the outside of John Poole and trying to get 3rd from John. Oh my gosh, it gets so tight right there for John Poole. And Elijah drives right on by him. Now Bates to the inside. And Brett Beasley comes up there. Man, John's going backward. Well, I think he's looking at the big picture right now. He knows that car is really, really tight. And he just needs to go out here and have some fun, I guess. He doesn't need to worry about winning, but winning would be definitely nice. Aaron Smith drives by. Man, this is impressive. Will Klein, look at this running he's got. Golly, man. But he's 2.3 seconds behind Ravon now. Brett Beasley started 2nd tonight. Him and Timothy Bates working together here. Their sister cars there, the twin paint jobs. Look pretty good. I like the stars and stripes. right about 4.7 seconds behind the leader, Rick Ravon. So boy, you can tell that dirty air is just not working well with these cars right now. Will's kind of back far enough that he's probably feeling like he's in clean air. As he is 2.2 seconds back of Rick Ravon. So closing up to him without any draft help, which he can't feel any draft. He's not getting any help from behind, and certainly not close enough to close up on Rick Ravon. Using the draft, I mean.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, we got a caution. John Poole in it. Oh no. Let's go see what happened to John. That ain't good. Their points leader. Oh, he got into the wall right there. Wow, did he get into the wall? I don't know if he was maybe having some trouble. Might have been having some problems with the car race, turning or something right there. He's chasing it. Oh, there we go. Somebody got it right into the back of him. Holy smokes. Not sure who that was. Get down here a little closer. Maybe we can figure out who that was that got into the back of him. Have been Jeff Murray. Yeah, Jeff Murray got into the back of him. Just a slight tap there going into the corner. Doesn't take a whole lot with these open wheels. Yeah, he caught the side pod, and that that flipped John Poole around a little bit into the outside wall. Everybody did a good job of missing him. That's good news. Well, he's crab walking it to the pit road right now, trying to stay on the lead lap, but he does go a lap down. Dang. Well, Howie DeTrey stays out. He wants to lead a lap. And it looks like coming off pit road first is going to be Will Klein, getting out ahead of Rick Ravon.
You do that.
All right, Will. Wow, great pit stop there, man. You actually beat the leader off of pit road. How'd you do that?
I'm surprised. I took less fuel because we don't need a full tank to the end. So, yeah, I'm wondering if Rick took full fuel because I did have a little less of a pit stop time-wise.
Well, you didn't beat him by much, but it was just enough that you got out ahead of him. So that's great. Well, now, when he was in the lead up there and you were back about a couple seconds, there's no way you could feel the draft, and you didn't have anybody drafting with you to help. And was the dirty air affecting you back there that far back?
No, I was like when I had gotten up in the second after battling with John, I wasn't driving turn 3 and 4 right, but I figured out the line to use and the throttle inputs, so I started gaining a couple tenths actually there right before the caution. So, This is a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. Now, well, I'm sure the car's going to feel a whole lot different out there. I talked to John there on that last caution, and he said that, man, the car drives like a dump truck, but he said when you're in dirty air, it drives like a super dump truck.
Yeah, the air push is pretty crazy, but
yeah,
you got to run different lines of them if you want to pass.
Yeah. Well, I know it's going to be difficult to pass, but you think you can hold off Rick Ravon now?
Yeah, I gotta hit my marks. No mistakes.
Yep. All right, brother. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Stay focused on it. I'm sure you can do it well.
All right. Thanks, Rudy.
Yes, sir. All right. Very good. All right. Coming up on 30 to go here in a couple laps. Lights are out. We're going green next time by. All right, folks, here we go. Watch that flag, man. You'll give him the green flag here. Gonna be 30 to go when we get the green. Pace car's in.
Green, green,
And
green.
he's on the gas, and there's the green flag. Down the backstretch, Will getting a big enough jump there on Rick Ravon, but we seen Rick reel in John Poole there at the beginning of the race, and slipstream right past him. Will's just got to try to make sure he stays focused on his line. Don't worry about what line Rick's running, and just stay focused on his line, just making sure that they don't make any contact. Oh, close right there. Holy smokes. I'm kind of thinking that maybe that outside line might be a good place to be. I don't know. It's so difficult to say without me being on the track and knowing what that car feels like, but I could only imagine what they're feeling right now. Timothy Bates sitting in fourth right behind Brett Beasley as Rick Ravon and Will Klein battle it out for the lead. Will don't want to give it up, I can tell you that. But Rick, man, he's got some other thoughts on the outside. It looks like Rick Ravon will lead that lap. Pretty close, but he led it. And he does get that lead back from Will Klein. Wow, man, what a job. What a drive. I really don't even know what to say about Rick Ravon, man. The guy is an alien. I'm telling you, he is an alien. You can see Will Klein right behind him, trying to slipstream behind him, and Rick's trying to keep him off of his tail and giving him some dirty air, pretty much is what he's doing right now. Into turn one, it's still Rick Ravon and Will Klein right there. Wants that position back. Rick breaks the draft down the backstretch into turn three. Good battle going on between these front three right now. Brett Beasley has closed up the gap here. He's probably feeling a little more confident now that he's closed that gap up on these guys. Wow, Will's just chasing him around this track right now, mirroring every move that Rick Ravon makes. I just don't know if he's got anything for Rick or not. Rick's already starting to put a little distance on him now, a couple of tenths. And Will closes back up there going into turn one. He had a great run into turn one. Man, these guys are really racing hard up here right now. Jay Felton into the top 10 after starting 17th on the field. Very good. Scott Shire now in 12th, and there's another battle going on back here between him and Nate Seifter, Justin Ford, and Kevin Maffett. These four battling for, what is that, for about 12th place, I believe it is. Shire and Seifter going at it. Wow, side by side, every single lap. The intensity's just mounting up. There 20 to go this time, I believe. Yeah, this time by Be 20 laps to go. Rick Ravon with a 0.4 of a second lead over Will Klein. Hey, Dope Duck, how you doing? Will's feeling that dirty air now, so if that car's in dirty air, there's no way he's going to be able to get close enough to Ravon. With Ravon out in that clean air, there's nobody out there in front of him. He can just pretty much use that track at his own will, you know. And looks like, yeah, Rick Ravon will come out of here with the most laps led. Nobody can beat that. He's got 61 laps at the line. So he not only clinches that, he'll get a lap led and the most laps led. Now, if he can get the win, be a great points day for him and put him well into the top 10 in points going into 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, they have their season finale here for the IndyCar series. Now next week they're back. I can't remember the track they're at, but they will be back in the F2000 Pro Mazda next week. Will's looking good, but that car's got to be feeling that dirty air, and I think that's why he just can't seem to gain any time on Rick Ravon right now. Nate Stewart comes into 7th. He kind of fell back a little ways, was involved in something there, I think, earlier, and but now he's back in it. Falkingham still sitting on pit road. How about where is Sean Williams? Sean Williams is just ahead of him. Remember, Sean went a lap down there after getting involved in that one big pileup, and here he is running in the 6th place. Very good job for Sean Williams. Way to come back there, Sean. Will Klein trying to catch a little slipstream now off of Rick Ravon. He's got away from Brett Beasley and trying to close that gap on Rick Ravon. I don't know. That could be a very, very difficult task, let me tell you. You can see him up ahead of him, but that's about as far as you dare say it. He's there. But still, 2nd place after starting 11th for Will Klein. That's pretty impressive. He's got some laps led. Heck yeah. He come into tonight 10th in the points. Might boost him up there maybe a position or two. I don't know. Well, maybe not. Caden Henry's not here. Daniel Falkingham had a bad night. But Spencer Madden and Timothy Bates are there. Sean Williams not far behind. Elijah Gracia is back in 5th place now. There'll be a little bit of a change up in some of the points, but not a whole lot. All right, 11 laps to go for Rick Ravon. Packed house here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 1.5 mile track, and just for the heck of it, let's check out the cautions here. We've had 4 cautions tonight. Really not too bad. And 10 laps to go. And let's see what the weather is here. If the weather's still holding up, that's dropped a couple more degrees down to 106 degrees. So that's all that's helping. Giving these guys a little more grip out there. 0.4 of a second. 9 to go. Yeah, Mark. He was. Yeah, I seen that on Facebook. He posted pictures that, yeah, he was in a car accident. Holy smokes, man. And there he is today out leading this race. Wow, the guy who you don't give up, does he? I mean, I'm glad he's okay, you know, but wow, man, that's pretty nuts, ain't it? Beasley, Timothy Bates, and Elijah Gracia. That's your top 5. Sean Williams still holding on to 6. Everybody's separated out by quite a bit. Nate Stewart. Spencer Madden, Jeff Murray, Jay Felton, Aaron Smith, and then Nate Siefker back in 12th place. All right, 6 to go for Rick Ravon, coming to 5 to go this time by. And Will's fallen to 0.8 of a second, and he's got company back here. And here goes Brett Beasley making a move on him. Oh, man, looked like Will may have got into the wall there a little bit. Just a slight brush of the wall, I think. Four laps to go. Can Brett even come close to catching up to Rick Ravon right now? All this is going to help them guys close the gap on John Poole a little bit more, but it's really not going to matter. He wouldn't even have to start next week, and I think he's got the championship sewed up. Timothy Bates gets around Will Klein. Will must have used them tires up. Coming to 2 to go this time by for Rick Ravon, and nobody's up here challenging him. He's got an 0.8 of a second lead over Brett Beasley. At the line, we got 2 to go. Yep, in a car accident yesterday, which I completely forgot about till you said that, Mark. But in a car accident yesterday, and today he's going to win this race here. He's coming to get the white flag, so another 1.5 miles, and he's got it sewed up here tonight at Charlotte. Moving himself into the top 10 in points without a doubt. Into 3 for the final time and out of 4. And taking the win here at Charlotte tonight, Rick Ravon grabbing the win. Congratulations to him. Very, very good. Yes, sir. All right, well, we'll try to get these guys down here in just a minute, and we'll talk to them. All right, we caught up with the winner here tonight, Rick Ravon. Man, you're showing them out there, putting on a clinic for these guys tonight, huh?
Oh, I don't know about that. I can't put a clinic on when you have such a strong field. I was just very fortunate to get the lead, and aero is everything at this place, and
Yeah.
That's if you're in front, you kind of have it easy. So I don't know. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm very stiff, and I just want to apologize to Will Klein. I heard him key up, and he wasn't happy. I think he thought I was probably running him up the track, and maybe I was a little bit. I was trying to arc to, go down into the corner, and I couldn't look to the right. I couldn't look to the left because of my stiff neck. So I was just trying to favor it to the outside a little bit. And I don't know. I just want to apologize to him because if he feels that I raced him dirty, I certainly don't do that.
Well, I kind of, Mark Cohen in chat there said that, you know, that you were in that car accident, which I completely forgot about until he said that, you know, and I seen the picture yesterday and watched that video that you took, and oh my gosh, man, you're just so lucky. Thankfully, you're okay. You know, it's just going to take you probably a week or so to get over being so stiff and sore.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe what happened. The guy was tailgating me, and I was doing 55, and I wasn't going to budge. And then he went around me and just cut the wheel into me and literally ran me off the road. I'm just glad that he wrecked himself too. And
Oh man,
I was gonna rip his head off, but I didn't want an aggravated assault charge because I got too much to live for.
Yeah. Well, winning here tonight, leading the most laps, going to be a good points night for you, Rick. And maybe that'll kind of ease the pain just a touch.
Well, maybe just a little bit. I mean, I'm not in the points battle here for the championship or anything like that,
but it should move you into the top 10 in point.
Oh, that'd be nice. I'll take that.
Yeah. That's a good comeback for, you know, I mean, you didn't race the full season. You know, you came in about halfway through the season or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe what helped me tonight is the fact that I'm on pain medication, and I'm so calm. It was just like I'm waiting for some kind of a disaster to take me out or me to make a mistake or something. I'm like, you know, because I'm really handicapped here. So I was just really calm through the whole night. There was no sense of urgency or, you know, I was just extremely calm. Maybe that helped.
Well, going back to the first lap of the race there, well, you didn't waste any time getting by John Poole and grabbing that lead from him. He never even got to lead a lap there, you know. That was pretty awesome.
Well, you know, John he's a great race car driver, and he's very smooth, very safe to race with. So I knew that we could battle together. I knew the same with Will Klein. You know, I've been here long enough now. I don't know what, 6, 7 races now. I know that Will's a clean driver.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm just thrilled to be here. It's great to get the win tonight. It makes me feel a little better after what happened yesterday morning. And God bless all of these guys. They're so good.
Oh yeah. Well, you go celebrate that win, brother. Well deserved tonight, man. That was one heck of a race for you. You know, to come out and finish, you know, 0.8 of a second, over 0.8 of a second ahead of second place. So keeping that car out in clean air tonight definitely was the key, I think. That was definitely.
No doubt about it, Rudy. No doubt about it. The leader definitely had an advantage, and I knew that going in. I'm sure a lot of these guys figured the same thing, but I was just fortunate enough to be the one to get out in front early.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very good. All right. Well, we'll see you back in 2 weeks. I'm not sure where you guys go for the season finale, but I'm sure it'll be a good race no matter what.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. We'll be there.
All right, brother. Go celebrate it. Congrats again.
Thank you, Rudy. God bless you.
All right. You too, brother. All right, let's catch up with second place here, Brett Beasley. Holy smokes, Brett. How did you manage to pull out a second place out of that? That was amazing.
Yeah, well, I was running third. Saw Will. He tapped the wall, and that was pretty much my shot right there. He lost a little speed. Got by him. Bates was able to get by him, so worked out good for us.
Yeah, sister cars there, finishing second and third. You know, the look-alike cars. That's pretty cool, man.
Red, white, and blue.
I love that car. That's awesome. It's pretty looking. Well, the battles back there in the dirty air, and I mean, I'm specifically talking about dirty air because we know that dirty air just made, you know, all the difference in the world on how you could pass somebody, and we've seen some passing going on, but boy, I'm going to tell you, some close calls, almost like slide jobs up in front of them. You know?
Yeah, it was rough. I'm actually surprised there wasn't more cautions than there was, but everybody seemed to hold it together pretty good. I know I came super close 20 times at least to hitting the wall, but managed to stay off of it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Brett. I mean, a well-deserved second place out of that, because I know it was very difficult for you guys out there with the, you know, John said it the best. He said, the car pushed like a dump truck, but he said when you were in dirty air, it pushed like a super dump truck.
Yeah, that's how it was for sure.
Yep. Man. Well, good job out there. Who you got to thank for it?
Thank you, Elijah. Happy I beat him though. That should put me up the second in the points again. Great race, Rick. Awesome win. Nice finish, Bates. And shout out to my pops. He's always home rooting me on. So shout out to him.
Very good. All right. Well, Brett, we'll see you back in a couple of weeks here in the season finale.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, brother. Okay, catching up with third place, Timothy Bates. Pretty much a sister car there to your teammate, Brett Beasley. Timothy, tell me about what you think about tonight's race and how difficult was it for you to pass?
Hey, Rudy. Hey, first of all, let's just start off with me and Beasley. I don't know. A lot of people don't know. Me and Beasley are neighbors. We live in the same neighborhood. We're
Okay.
besties. We little hang out all the time. Yeah, and we were worried about tonight because it's Halloween. We got trick-or-treaters. We had storms come through. We're kind of worried about the race tonight. But we came out, and passing that was a little rough. And at some point, I didn't qualify so great, but I moved up, and I went through the pits. I don't know if it was the first or second yellow pits, but I came out, and I think Rick stayed out, and I think two other drivers stayed out. Well, I was able to pass the other two drivers pretty quick. I got behind Rick, and I was like, well, he's on older tires. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll catch him. Man, he pulled away from me, and it wasn't like I had dirty air. I was, 2 seconds behind. That Rick Rayvon, man, he's a different beast. And I'm glad I didn't tell him about this league till it was halfway over. So, with these points league could stay where they're at. But Rick's a stud. Beasley's a stud. I mean, I got, Poole. Siefker actually joined tonight. He came out to race tonight. So, and all these other guys in this league. It's an awesome league.
Yep, I know. I know Nate from, I can't remember the league that I used to broadcast he was in or something. I remember Nate, but I've never seen Rick. And Rick, man, he's just turned into an alien to me. I mean, that guy is just amazing out there. And then just think about what he went through yesterday, being in a car accident, all stiff and sore, on pain pills, and comes out here and beats everybody. Man, that's amazing.
I don't like people don't like talking about leagues, but Rick was in a league race last night with us, and a guy literally probably came home and Rick in a neck brace and led 90% of the race.
Oh my God,
he's a different breed.
He is. He's an alien. So, all right. Well, Timothy, I hope you had a good time out there tonight.
Had a blast, man. Can I get some shout outs?
Yes.
I'd love to give a shout out to Pops Beasley. He's at home watching. He's a big liberal, but him and Rick probably won't get along too great, but he's a big liberal. And then I got my wife, April. She's, handing out candy right now. So, and of course, Beasley did our paint scheme. And, we got a little chat room with John Poole and Seifer. We had fun tonight just talking and having a good time. And, of course, Rudy, you and ESPN. Love you guys. That's why I love this stuff, man. It's awesome.
All right, brother. Well, congrats again on third, and we'll see you back here in 2 weeks, Timothy. I hope you can duplicate that, second or third place again.
I want to win. I need a win.
Okay, that too.
Maybe Rick can skip a race.
Yeah, there you go.
Not a chance, my friend. Not a chance.
Love you,
I'm loving this too much. These guys are too much fun to race with, brother. And thanks for the props, man. I appreciate it. I wish I was an alien, but I'm really not.
Oh man, you're good. You're good. I'll tell you.
Well, I sure try.
You stay focused, and that's 90% of the battle. Staying focused and just running your line and figuring out ways to get around people, dealing with a tight car.
Rudy stays focused on pain meds too. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. Well, I'm with them on that because I take them too once in a while. But when I have one of them bad days that I'm hurting really bad, but yeah. Well, thankfully he's okay. I guess that's the main thing.
I appreciate that. More than you guys know, really. The support has been overwhelming from the sim racing community, and I just don't know what to say. I mean, it almost brings me to tears. Thank you, everybody.
And you led 79 laps tonight out of the 100. Oh my gosh.
Well, the other thing is that the yellow flags seemed to fall my way too. When I needed them, it came out, so that definitely helped a lot. Keep me out in front. And then when Will jumped me in the pits, I was like, boy, we got our work cut out for us now. But like I said, Will's a clean racer. And if we're going to fight, he's not going to take me out or anything. So that was just a lot of fun.
Okay. All right. Well,
by the way, thank you. Thank you for, I didn't give shout outs. Thanks to Elijah, of course. And thanks to you, Rudy. You do such a good job up in the booth. I love listening to you. And
Thank you, sir.
all of the drivers out there, everybody that race clean. That's what makes this league so wonderful, is the good hard clean racing. So thanks to everybody.
All right, brother. Well, thank you guys, and I'll catch up with you here in a few minutes after I run through the final results here. Okay.
10-4.
All right, folks. We'll run down through the final results here. Rick Ravon coming home with the win after leading 79 laps. Brett Beasley finishing second. Timothy Bates in third. Elijah Gracia finishes fourth. Will Klein fifth. Sean Williams sixth. Nate Stewart seventh. Spencer Madden in eighth. Jay Felton ninth. Jeff Murray 10th. Aaron Smith 11th. Nate Siefker 12th. Justin Ford 13th. Scott Shire in 14th. Kevin Maffett 15th. Howie Detrey 16th. John Poole finished clear back in 17th. But he's got the championship. It doesn't really matter. He's okay. He didn't even have to start next week, and he's got it. Tom Mercier 18th. Daniel Falkingham 19th. Matt Everett finishes 20th. And the only other one that was out there, Andy Kinsey, he finished 21st. The other two guys didn't even start the race. So, all right. So again, congratulations to Rick Ravon for SRCA and MaxSpeedTV. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. We appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.